kind of getting into the meat of the call and some of the stuff that, procedurally I just want to go through at Grand Park in terms of our tournament games. As you guys know, we basically determine fees by whether it's a 2-hour time limit or an hour and 45 time limit. The fees will remain the same. Game fees, $60 and $50 for those two respectively in 2021.
First off, just kind of go back to Tuck, and I couldn't do my job without the people at Bullpen and all the people that are associated with United. It's been last year was a tough year, but we made it pretty smooth for what I think is. There's always going to be hiccups, and the guys that we worked with did a great job, and I was very, very pleased with all that. In Indy, Derek and I are going to kind of work together with a lot of the assigning games. So what we're going to do is kind of, we're going to load them into Arbiter, and when guys want to work, they're going to, they always try to reach out, shoot texts back and forth, hey, I'm going to be here, I'm going to be there, but you still got to make sure that your schedule or your calendars in Arbiter are up to date. You got to make sure that they, when you tell us, hey, I want to work here or I want to work there, my schedule is open, I want to make sure to go in there and make sure you're open. And if you're not available, make sure that you go in there and block those, because it's a little bit different than referee schedule. When you try to call Derek or when you have an issue at Indy, try to call Derek and get in touch with him. If you can't get a hold of him, call me, and we'll just take care of it. Our first weekend in the spring will be March the 26th. So within 7 days of that, before that, we will be putting the schedule out there. So, it's going to be a full-packed spring, and I know we all have, college games and high school games, and everybody has stuff going on, but with a full spring, we'll need everybody to work, around their high school and their college schedules as best we can. When you're free, let us know and we'll put you to work.
Very excited for the 2021 season here in Indianapolis. 2020 went very good. I was very impressed with how the operation went. I was also very impressed with the level of umpiring that we had. It definitely elevated, and here in 2021, there's always room for improvement. So I'm looking forward to that. Here in Indy, we are different than locations. We actually do offer lodging for our out-of-town umpires. We do charge $10 a night for hotels. That $10 a night will be taken out of your check at the end of that week. I do ask that you be patient with your hotel assignment. You will have them in the day before. If you have an 8 a.m. game, normally you will have a hotel that day before. Hotels will be in by 3 p.m. Sometimes it's 2:58. Sometimes it's 1 o'clock. But normally, from how everything went last year, I was able to get all hotels in by 3 p.m., which is normally what your check-in time will be. Arbiter is different from ref schedule. I know ref schedule, we had a hotel tab on there, so I would go in and put your hotel, your confirmation number in there. We will work on getting something to figure out how we will relay that info to you, because Arbiter does not have a hotel tab. So just bear with us there. We will get you info about that. Rooms will be 2 to 3 guys. We do ask that each person does carry an air mattress in their vehicle. Sometimes the hotel does not have a rollaway, or they have already given their rollaways away. So we do ask that everyone bring an air mattress just in case. Keep your rooms clean. Guys did very well last year with that. Didn't get many complaints. Just know that you do represent United Umpires, and also you represent bullpen tournaments, which they are a big reason why we are able to get hotels. So let's not do something to where that's taken away from us. Let's see. Guys that are wanting to stay the entire summer, June and July, I kind of want to go over some things as of what you can expect. Starting the last weekend in May, I believe it is, we will go to 5 days a week. Normally hotels will be sent out on Tuesday. You will start work on Wednesday. You will work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You will check out of your hotel Sunday morning before going to the baseball field. Rooms Sunday night and Monday night will be on your own. Those are the only 2 nights that we do not offer. Plenty of guys do stay around for the entire summer, so as you meet guys, kind of see who's staying. Normally you can go on one of the websites, find a hotel for Sunday and Monday night for $60 a night, and you split that, make out pretty well with that. There will be opportunities as well. If you do decide to stay for the entire 8 weeks, I want to say it is, there will be opportunities on off nights to make a little extra money. We do have also a rec league at Grand Park. We have a men's league. We also have the college league and many other games that are played out there that are outside of tournament games. So there will be opportunities outside of the Wednesday through Sunday tournaments or the Thursday through Sunday tournaments for you to also make some extra cash there. We have a new addition with bullpen tournaments. They will also be hosting games at a brand new facility up in Kokomo, Indiana. From what I've been told, this complex is a 25-minute drive from Grand Park.
25 from my office, with 25 minutes from my office to the parking lot at Kokomo on the dot. Perfect.
Good deal. So that makes it good for us. If there's ever a change and we need to send somebody up there, guys just understand that's how far the drive will be. Also, if you're an out-of-town guy and you get assigned games there, understand that it's going to be 25 minutes north of that. So very excited about that. Saw some pictures of the facility the other day. Looks very similar to Grand Park. So we'll be excited. They have 4 big fields there and 4 little fields. Yep. All right, so, guys, we're going to talk about our changing areas for this year. It's going to run pretty much the same as last year. So, one, we please ask that you park in Lot C, and you and your partner park together. Make sure you kind of stay away from players, parents, and coaches, please, in the parking lot. Fields 2 through 5, you guys will park in Lot H. Same as last year, but let's try this year. We will designate an area again, like we did this past year. We're going to try to get you guys more away from the batting cages. So just know fields 2 through 5, you will be parking in Lot H. Fields 6 through 9, you guys will be parking in Lot B. That Lot B is where the baseball admin building is. You will be parking west of that building, up on the grassy hill, just like you did last year. Fields 10 through 12. Over in the flex area, there's a shed storage area inside of a fenced gate. We ask that all of you that are on fields 10 through 12 to park inside of that gate. That will keep you guys secured there. Will keep you away from the parking lot with the players, fans, and coaches. And also we can gate it in to where nobody else comes around you guys. And you also have a straight shot to all of your fields there at 10, 11, and 12. Fields 13 through 26. So all of the U side, we ask that you go to the towers. Fields 13 through 18, you will go to, and in fields 13 through 26 is Lot J. J is the junior side. So 13 through 18, you guys will go up in the junior turf tower. 19 through 26, you guys can go in the softball quad tower. So there's 2 towers there on the junior side. One tower is in junior turf where the lights are. The other tower is in the softball quad where there are no lights. We will designate off 19 through 22. You guys are allowed to park in the parking lot. 19 through 22, you can park in the parking lot. We will designate an area there where we will have it roped off. But if you would like to go up into the tower, you're more than welcome to do so. Makes it easier for us, especially when it comes to rain delays and things like that, or if you guys are changing out, we know exactly where you are. This is very important. Just know that, it gets tough sometimes. Last year, guys were parking scattered all out in Lot J. Made it tough for some of us whenever we would come and find you. So let's all just do a better job this year, and let's all go to where we are supposed to be at to change. Next, I'm going to go over a couple of things with working with our bullpen staff. So on the high school side, you will have a worker at each field, also with a quad manager. Junior side, you will have quad managers on both sides in your junior tower, in your junior grass area, junior flex, and also in the softball quad. These guys are very important to us as far as work-related. Every single worker that's there at bullpen is on your team. That's something that we all need to understand. These guys are not there to be against us. These guys are there to help us. At the end of the day, we all want to go to work, have a good time, and get out of there with no issues. If there's ever anything going on that you need addressed that's outside of the fence, that is anything outside of the game, we do not yell at fans, first and foremost. What you do, you will simply just get the attention of a bullpen worker and just simply tell him that this person needs to leave. That's all you need to do. You have done your job once you tell a field manager or a quad manager about somebody that needs to be removed. And Michael Tucker, you can come in and kind of chime over a couple things here if you want to.
Yeah, with one more side. Yeah, one more thing on that you just said. If we're going to remove a fan, right, which my staff 100% I echo that. Let us handle that. I don't need our guy doesn't need the whole story, but even if it's just like, hey, he's being removed or being mouthy or he swore, give me just the snippet, the 4-word version of what happened. Give our guy that. Just because a lot of times once we ask that guy to be removed, then obviously he's going to call a scene. He's going to say, well, what did I do? And then it just gives us that ammo to be like, hey, you swore or you said too much or, whatever it is. Just know we'll always have your back, when that happens for sure.
Good deal. Game time. Please, we had some couple of issues last year about it. Be honest with game times. We start the clock on the first pitch of the game, and we let it go all the way through. That becomes an issue if you guys cut games short by 3 or 4 minutes. Then now we have to deal with that, and it becomes a pain whenever that happens. Just please be honest about the game time and how long it has gone on.
We chart the first pitch. We chart the first pitch on our end, so on the high school side of things. So once that first pitch is thrown, it actually timestamps it. So us in the office, we can pull up when the first pitch of a high school game was thrown. So I know it sucks if there's a minute left, and I get it too. I hate it too from a schedule standpoint, but these guys are all doing game changer, or they're all watching the game on their end too. They know exactly when it starts. It's probably the biggest thing that we fight on our end.
Yeah. Also, each week, tournaments do change between each plus A, bullpen tournaments. So be mindful of the rules that we are using that week. We will do a better job on our end as administrators to communicate with you guys on what's going on that particular weekend. Understand the run rules, understand what rules what different rules we're using, whether it's U+A, whether it's bullpen. That's very important. Now, if you're stuck on something, hey, it's okay to get time, call over a bullpen working, and ask. If they don't know, they will radio in and ask us, and we will make sure that it's correct. So don't feel like you have to be some type of hero out there, and all of a sudden now what you're telling everybody the rule is actually not correct. So let's make sure we are 100% each week during games on which rules we are using. And I believe that's all I have for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'm very excited for this 2021 season. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Al.
Wait, I'm gonna throw just a couple more things in, if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
no, you're good. So, guys, on the high school side, we're developing a scoring app. It is imperative that we make sure on the app we have the right lineup set. So one, if somebody tells you during the game, hey, I'm sub, 3 hitting for 10, right? Help us out. Like, our guy is supposed to figure that out, but a lot of times I'm dealing with a high school or college kid who's not there. So if you can help me out and turn around, and almost like in like the big leagues, basically, give like a wave to where our scorekeeper is, either if it's upstairs or right behind home plate. Like, hey, we got a sub here. Help us out. That's like huge. That's huge to help us. The other thing, our guys may at times be like, hey, hold on, time. I gotta get this right in here. So our lineup now feeds basically where you can see our games online. It feeds stats, it feeds leaders, leaderboards, and so it's like, especially on the high school side, like it's really an emphasis on our guys. Like, they get chewed out pretty good if they mess up. So if you can help them out on that, that's huge. And then the other one, and just to echo what Whit said, like, if you get a rule question, or if somebody's asking about a rule, like, I'd rather get that right. We had a couple times last year. We had a couple issues last year where, we're just trying to get the game done. We're fighting darkness. It's like, hey, we'll figure that out later. And unfortunately, that's what gets our guys in more trouble than like, hey, let's just get it figured out right now. So the only other thing I would kind of add on, like, that raid delay, Alex, or even for any time where you have to maybe run to your car, and this is more on the junior side of the park. Like, talk to our quad guy about that. Be like, hey man, I left something in my car, or hey, we got 30 minutes, so we're gonna go sit in the car for a little bit, grab a bite to eat. Like, because a lot of times our quad guy still asks, okay, where you park? But that way, if we can't find you, he knows where you are. That's a huge help for us. But I'm excited for another great year. Our goal is to keep improving, and we're hoping to add some video this year too on more fields. So, as that happens, people that ever would want to watch you umpire, if you're doing a big game or if you're doing a championship game, like, we'd love to have you guys, spread the word on that. But we're excited. We're excited to have you guys, around, be back, and have a great 21 season.